What up, y'all? This is Justin Muzak. You're now tuned into SMTV. Actually, I have a really dope guest, Jasmin CaDavid. How you doing?
What up, what up? It's your girl, Jasmin CaDavid. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much for your time. You're actually a past video vixen, business owner, Jazzy Rolling Papers, and also an R&B artist, correct?
I wouldn't say R&B artist, but I'm an artist. Yeah.
When people introduce you, how annoyed do you get when people don't necessarily pronounce your name correctly?
I actually don't get that annoyed. Just, I'm from Miami. A lot of people don't really speak English anyways. But, it is sometimes they'll be like, cadaver, it's Jasmin CaDavid. Keep that shit gangster.
What skills or like things that you learned that you were able to apply to just launching yourself as a brand and then your business?
Well, coming up first in the game, as a model, going through all the videos, working on set with so many different people really gave me, insight to what I was coming into, especially with music. Now shooting my own videos and doing things for myself, I already know what things are supposed to look like. I know about color scheming. I know what good makeup looks like, and I'm blessed that I have gone through that transition because, I know good work and, I've learned those things. I've also learned how to carry yourself in this business. It's not a joke. You don't come to work to make friends, It's a savage game. People are grimy. People are sharks, and you got to be prepared for it.
You touching early on your video vixen past and everything. You've been in videos with 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Pitbull, the list goes on. What have you learned that you were able to apply to your video Float?
Float, I actually had to shoot it twice because the first time that we shot it, the footage was lost, or stolen, I should say. The footage was stolen, so we had to reshoot it a week before the release date. And I would say what I have learned from prior to that was remaining cool under pressure. No video ever goes as planned, and I learned that from past experiences working on set with different people. You plan to be there for 4 hours and you end up being there for 14. And you just gotta kind of roll with the punches and, don't let the pressure get to you. Just go with it, Don't get upset. Don't, get bent out of character. Just be like, take it for what it is and make it happen.
Most definitely. Diving more into music, are you the type of artist that can write about a certain emotion but not necessarily be feeling that? So like being able to write about love or sadness or anger, or do you have to be in that feeling or be that state of mind to write a song?
I would definitely say being in that moment and having that feeling gets it out way more clear. Because like when I'm going through something, that's when I can really get my feelings out the most, and really touch with myself and, recognize those each individual feelings. But, I can really talk about any feeling, and I think that's because I'm such a passionate person. Everything I feel so deeply. If I'm angry, if I'm sad, if I'm happy, like I feel it all the way. So maybe I'm not feeling it at the moment, but I definitely remember what I was feeling at that very moment. If I had my heartbreak, I'm not going to forget how bad I felt at that time, and I'll always be able to rekindle that and think about those moments.
And I think it shows in your other songs, Strike a Pose, talking about just emotions and how you feel. I definitely see that you've been in spotlight for some time now. Do you ever feel that there are misconceptions about you in terms of like the public?
Yeah, 100%. Strike a Pose, actually, this song is for everybody. It's a motivational song, like for any woman out there. This is for all women. A lot of times people have a misconception on pretty girls. Nobody really has anybody to stick up for the women like myself. Everybody always says, oh yeah, because of what you look like, you get this for free, or people treat you nice. And that's a misconception. On the contrary, if you look a certain way, sometimes people treat you worse because they think that you're getting stuff for free. And it's like, you can't judge me off of what I look like. And I know a lot of women, they may feel like outcasts because of that. And so I wanted to touch that on the song. It's like an underground thing. An underdog thing. Apply yourself. You could be somebody. Don't let nobody tell you no. A lot of the times you think people didn't, down talk me going into music and all that. Of course they do. But if you don't have haters talking, you're not doing what you're supposed to. So I embrace that. Like when I see people, they give me more negative comments, that's because I'm working hard. If I don't have all them comments flooding, okay, I'm not doing enough to put that pressure on you. So, strike a pose, it was really speaking up for everybody. But a lot of the women, and every time I come somewhere, it is like, look at that girl with the big old butt. Like, you haven't even met me. You don't even know my name. Like, how do you know I'm not corny?
But what I've always realized is that most people who have problems with you personally, it's based off of what they're feeling. Yeah, what they're feeling on the inside. It's like, man, just because you are going through things and you're feeling something so deeply, that you shouldn't have to feel the need to go and project that on me because you feel like you're not right within.
And a lot of the times people, it's a psychology thing. You got to ask yourself why people do things. A lot of times people don't feel good about themselves. And, they may feel intimidated by somebody else who's doing good. And I just try to voice a lot. Like, if you see somebody who's doing good, like, try to work with them. You should never, like, bash. You should never bash anybody. I don't ever want to bash anybody. Whenever I see somebody doing good, a woman, a guy, whoever, I'm like, damn, congrats. Like, I see you doing your thing. And, I want to see people do good.
It's a shame. And you being a businesswoman and being in the weed culture, how has that been? Because I know you're touching on a lot of stuff in terms of like sexism and people bashing people for being who they are or being sexually free and stuff. How has that experience been for you?
It's been tough. It's been tough, but like I said, like I love that. Since I was a little girl, I always felt like whenever my back was against the wall, that's when I was able to like really deliver and come through with what with the message I'm trying to get across. Even with homework, I've always like, if it was a last minute, I'll just try to make something happen. So with this business, I find a lot, like people don't believe in you. People, they doubt you, and they have the misconception on what I look like. Maybe I'm stupid. So it's just like, like I said before, respect is earned. It's not given. So when I come places, I'm knowing that I'm going to have these prejudgments. I'm knowing the type of people I'm going to run into. I'm knowing that I'm going to run into men who are going to try to, finesse a situation. Yeah, but, these are things you got to be ready for. And, I'm prepared. I'm ready for it. So when I come to face to it, I just, I show my character and show what I came for.
Most definitely. 2018 is upon us, almost 2 months away. What can we expect from you going into this year?
I can't believe 2017 is already over. It went by hella fast. But 2018, expect a project coming out. I've been working on it this whole year. We're working with so many different people. Strike a Pose video will be dropping. I will be dropping Strike a Pose in Spanish. I'm going to be doing a promo run as soon as 2018 starts. I'm hitting New York Fashion Week, and just working on more and more music. Yeah.
You forgot one thing. You're actually featured in the January issue of SM. How does that feel?
Whoop whoop. I mean, it's a split cover, right?
Everybody's gonna be featured, and it's gonna be really sick.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm super excited about that. It's dope, and I'm looking forward to it. I just shot it out here in LA. It was a last minute thing. We were able to knock it out, and yeah, thanks for having me a part of it. People ask if I still do modeling and stuff. I'm like, man, that's part of artistry. It's always going to be a part of you as an artist,
And that's what's dope, that you're multi-passionate, because so many people, we live in a day and age where you have to be one thing, or if you're not on the ground making moves, then you're not doing anything. So I definitely salute you on everything that you're doing, and I really enjoyed this dialogue. I mean, you touched on a lot of great points, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. And make sure, if you're not already, please follow me on all social media platforms at Jasmin CaDavid, JasminCaDavid. And make sure you cop that new record, Strike a Pose. Bye.
Well, Steph, this is Justin Muzak, and this is SMTV.
Gotta pay my dues. The government is more concerned about